Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a clip for you from Judge Raquel West in Texas. She is sentencing a defendant who broke into someone's home. And the only thing is, there is this doctrine or law in Texas. It's called Stand Your Ground. And you're allowed to protect your home. And this man, this 80-year-old man that lived there, did. He protected his home. And when the police got there, they found this defendant in the bathroom with a few holes, and he made a mess all over the house. So I'll let you guys watch.
Yes, 23 DCCR 0559 on Jason Cruz. Something else. Never mind, George. All right, sir, you're Jason Cruz.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Cruz was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of burglary of a habitation. I've received a copy of the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, sir.
Any additions or corrections?
Did the court receive the memo from PSI officer? The actual complaint in this case passed away just a few weeks ago. His daughter sent a note to the court, or to me in the court, or at least to the probation. They're strongly against this, essentially blame this incident for her father's death. And she did provide a figure for restitution involving cleanup of the house and moving expenses of $19,000. I have not spoken with her directly. The daughter had never contacted me, and I was unaware that he had passed away. I did speak with the family.
It was
early on in the case, Your Honor.
I did see that. I didn't receive that. I would like to see that. If you have it, let's hold the case for a minute. And I don't know if it might be on Anna's desk, maybe. Okay, that's okay. Let's just have a seat for a minute. We want to all take a look at that. Okay, sir, you are Jason Cruz?
Yes.
And Mr. Cruz was previously in court, entered a plea again of guilty to burglary of a habitation, a second-degree felony. We have all now been able to get a copy of the memorandum that was sent from probation with regard to the statement from Ms. Lombardo and her issues with and concerns about the plea, which are understandable, as well as issues with regard to restitution. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report as well as that additional memorandum?
Defensive. Yes, we have, Your Honor.
So again, now any additional, I guess, objections or corrections to the pre-sentence report, Mr. Burbank?
No.
Mr. Nichols?
No, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Cruz, obviously what you did impacted this family greatly. Having someone literally have to shoot you because you're breaking into their home is traumatic. No one wants to have to do that. And I completely understand Ms. Lombardo's position with regard to them thinking that probation is probably not an adequate sentence. From a legal standpoint, and from where I am on this, you don't have a single drop of criminal history, not a misdemeanor, nothing from when you were a juvenile. You are a good candidate, at least on paper, for probation, with some very specific conditions and things that will hopefully help you be successful on probation and not ever be in a position where you're back in court for violating in any way, especially for violating the law. I am going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney. I'm going to find that sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but defer all proceedings. You're placed on probation for a period of 10 years. I'm ordering, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to waive the fine in this case that you guys agreed to, because I am going to order $8,000 in restitution. That number comes from the specific number that was provided with regard to the cleanup of the house, which was required in order for them to sell the house and move. There were some other numbers I know that were given to Mr. Nichols, but those have not been given to me as far as with receipts and specificity. So I am only going to order the $8,000 in restitution. That's a lot of money, but I expect you to try to pay it. I know you have issues. I know that we're going to, part of your probation is to obviously follow all of the rules and conditions, and that is going to include being on the mental health caseload. It's clear from our prior dealings and everything that we've been through, as well as from the pre-sentence report, that there are some significant mental health issues that probation can help you with. The most important thing is that you take that help and follow all of the rules, all the conditions, all the treatment. That includes any medication if they say you need medication, any counseling, whatever it is. Because if you don't do those things, that's a violation of your probation now, and you'll be right back in here. You can be found guilty of the offense if you violate any condition of probation, brought back into court, and you could be sent to prison for up to 20 years. Do you understand? I need you to answer out loud, please. Thank you. Now, if you do everything that you're supposed to on probation, this is a great opportunity, because you will be able to not have the conviction on your record. And at the end, if you're successful and go on with your life and live like the rest of us and get the help you need, the case will be dismissed and you will never have the conviction on your record. It's very important, though, that you understand that all of the conditions are important. Go into probation, but most importantly, the mental health issues and making sure you follow through with all of that. Also, that $8,000 is a lot of money, but you also have a substantial amount of time to try to get it paid. The most important thing for me is that you start making payments immediately, even if it's just a little bit every month. Doesn't matter, as long as you are trying to pay, then we're going to be okay. The other side to that, though, you can do your whole probation correctly, and at the end have done everything right and not paid anything on that restitution. And if I make a finding that you could have paid something on it, you could still be revoked and go to prison. So it is important. I want you to start making payments immediately, and I want something paid every single month towards that restitution. Do you understand? All right, I'm going to hand you the trial court certification. This shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then Mr. Burbank, you're,
I don't know exactly what injuries this defendant sustained other than GS wounds, but I don't know where. I don't know what body part. I don't know. But having to do this to protect your family, to protect his wife who was there, this homeowner was so stressed out over this. He had to sell his home because he didn't feel safe. The amount of cleanup they had to do was astronomical because the guy bled all over the house. But all of that took so much of a toll on him that he died just a couple weeks ago. So that's really sad. Anyway, just thought I'd let you guys know about that. And thank you all so very much for watching. That's what they were talking about when they said that a letter had come in from the victim's daughter. That's what the letter was about. But anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.